Home tonight, leaving 2 women without a place to stay. We have live coverage coming up. And what exactly are your children getting into these days? Last week we told you about an app parents should be warned about. Tonight, another app that could be of concern. We have updated information on a dead body that was found along the Concho River. What police have to say coming up next. Fox News First starts right now.
Live from historic downtown San Angelo, this is Fox News First at 10.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Keni Mack. This morning, San Angelo police continued their investigation into the death of a man found along the riverbank of Veterans Memorial Drive. Detectives were working to find the cause of death for 26-year-old Philip Lara, whose body was found over the weekend. According to SAPD Detective Sergeant Sturm, they do not suspect foul play. They say Lara may have died after either falling from a tree along the river or the overpass on West Beauregard. Lara's body was sent for an autopsy. Manhunt is still underway for the person responsible for the explosive packages in Austin that killed 2 people and left 1 other critically injured. Our Brenda Matudi spoke to local law enforcement to learn what to look out for. Brenda. The FBI is now assisting with the explosive package case. The victims in all cases have been African American, which have led authorities to investigate the possibility of a hate crime. Police are offering a $50,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest, in addition to the $15,000 reward Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced on Monday. Now it's spring break, and I know plenty of people are enjoying this weather. Barrett, how long are we going to see it for? On Monday, we told you about an app parents should be wary of letting their kids use. Now there's another one causing some concern. Our Nareda Vera explains. Thanks, Nareda. 2 women are without a place to stay tonight after a car crashed into their home. Our Malik Mingo broke this story earlier this evening. He joins us live on scene where it all began. Malik. Plus, one couple is a perfect match in more ways than one. We'll have the details next.
This is Fox News First at 10.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Keni Mack. Students around the nation walking out of classrooms today to push for increased gun control and school safety measures. This as the Parkland school shooter appears in court. Fox News correspondent Carolyn Shively is in Washington with more. President Trump held a roundtable discussion while on a visit to the Boeing factory in St. Louis today. The commander-in-chief sat down with local business members in the St. Louis area discussing tax cuts, tax reform, as well as the purchase of new planes from the company. This Boeing visit comes just weeks after he reached a, quote, informal $3.9 billion agreement with the company for 2 new planes to be used as Air Force One. Electronic cigarettes do little to help smokers quit, and they may increase the likelihood that teens and young adults will start smoking too. Researchers from the Dartmouth Institute analyzed data on the harms of e-cigarettes and calculated that e-cigarettes could lead to more than 1.5 million years of life lost, as they could substantially harm adolescents and young adults who eventually become smokers because they were introduced to nicotine. Study authors urged the passage of regulations to make kid-friendly flavors less available and also to push to reduce the level of toxins and carcinogens in e-cigarettes. Nearly half of newly diagnosed breast cancer patients who should have genetic testing don't receive it. Researchers looked at more than 1,700 women with early-stage breast cancer who could benefit from genetic testing. Not only did many not receive this test, 1/4 were not counseled about their potential risk. Health officials also say genetic counseling could give these patients the information they needed. A South Florida couple proving to be a perfect match in more ways than one. When the wife needed a life-saving transplant, she didn't have to go too far for help. Fox's Lorena Estrada has their story. I love that. My uncle actually, as a kid, my grandma donated her kidney to him, and then just recently his best friend donated the other one to him.
Oh, that's so awesome. Wow.
I know. He lucked out for sure having so many matches in his life. But
good
yeah, I love that. And some good news for Central Girls Soccer as well.
Exactly. They've built up a winning program.